Moving on nicely, and we have a musical selection from My Davin Roy. Well, you hear that, Barbara? My Davin. Okay, he's nephew of the deceased. That's a musical. This will be followed by a tribute from Japel Brooks' daughter, and then we have a reflection from Eldon Ashley, friend. After Eldon, we have remembrance from Mrs. June Stanberry, friend. Please come on that.
Good morning, everyone. The tribute from Dublin should be a visual as well as audio, but unfortunately we don't have any visual display, so I guess we just have to work with audio. I don't know who can see from this laptop there. I'm just working with it after, alright? Really sorry about that.
Good day, everyone. My name is Devin. I'm Barbara Smith's only biological child. We're here to celebrate the life of Uncle George. Here to give a musical tribute, as I'm sure you figured out. But the truth is, a lot of the message in this isn't really for
brighter.
those who pass as much as it is for those of us who still live. So I'm going to express some musical ideas here. This very first song is called Hold to His Hand. I'll try to do it in a way that my uncles would appreciate. Here we go. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I have one more song left. But before I get to it, just wanted to talk to our relatives, friends of the family, those of you who are just there to support. There's an idea in that song and some that can be found in the scriptures that I think are profoundly important, especially in the days we live in. The song said, build your hope on things eternal. There's also a scripture that says we should lay up for ourselves treasures in heaven, where moth, rust can't come and affect the things that we have, where thieves can't break in and steal. Speaking of steal, I remember when I was a youth, the biggest scandal I can think of in my earlier years was when God had his car stolen. I know it was a Honda for sure. It might have been a Civic or an Accord. Very early, 90s model. But he loved it. I think it was gold. And the car was stolen. And it just comes back to my mind when I realize how easily some of the things we work so very hard for, the things we put our emphasis and our time and our talent towards can easily wither away. They can be taken from us. So what we have to do is put our hope in something else. Put our trust in someone else. Ensure that our foundation is firm and solid in Jesus. That way when he comes, we can be with him also. Let's check this one out. Last song. Really thank you for listening, and may God bless you.
For those of you who may not know me, for the family and friends here, good morning. My name is I am my father's second daughter, born and raised in Chicago, live in Texas. And I'm happy to see so many people show up today. It means a lot, even if we haven't met. I'm happy to see my sisters here. And I want to say that me and my dad was very close. I was not here in Jamaica often, but as far as using technology, WhatsApp and Facebook, we were very close. He's always been very open with me about everything, and it allowed me to learn sometimes from his mistakes, and as well learn through some things that I have to go through as well. I lost my father, y'all. Lost my dad. So for the men that have been in my life, I say thank you. Even if that's just checking in on me, talking to me. I'm gonna give a couple shout outs because I really appreciate it. Ashley, every morning sending me prayers. Thank you. So many people checking in and making sure I'm okay. Everybody deals with grief very differently. I don't really feel I've had that moment where I'm bawled out and cried, but I've been eating a lot. So I think maybe I've eaten a lot of my emotions. But in the sense of a way of dealing with my father no longer hearing his voice, I allow myself to continue in whichever way makes me feel happy in that sense. I no longer have a father I can talk to about all of my relationships. You know, I don't have that voice in my ear to tell me, hey, this is what this should look what it should be. So if you do have your father, please continue to hold on those conversations. I was here. I made it here to Jamaica my dad's last couple of days at Spanish Town Hospital. That was not a pleasant situation, but I did have support, and I appreciate the support that I did have. I felt like he held on as long as he could, and my dad passed away on my birthday. I was in Ocho Rios at my dad's friend's house in Eddie, and I got that phone call that he had went on home. In that moment, I consider myself spiritual, and in that moment I felt like I could now be closer to him in the spirit than I can sometimes in the physical. So, for me, dividing the porch that's here, I don't relate to, because my dad is always with me. Always. And if you have a relationship with him, then I'm sure he will check with you as well. One of the ways sometimes people check in the afterlife is through your dreams. So if you see him in your dreams, that's him coming to say hi. Have a conversation. You never know how your ancestors can help you. I just want to say to you all, I want to continue relationships that I do have, and I appreciate the support again. And not just to my dad and also my uncle blessings as well. I was very close to my uncle blessings. So, thank you guys for showing up, and I appreciate the communication and support.
I'm Ashley, George's friend. I met George in 1992 in Chicago. I met George in 1992 in Chicago. And I was introduced to him. And me and George has an age gap, whatever. We hit it off right away. We were real cool, mixing it on at his house every other day. And I don't know why I just found everything, like interesting with him. He would tell me about his life in Jamaica, and then he migrated to Belize. And every step of his life, he would just talk about it. He would talk about then when he moved to Florida. It was just a story, and it was just interesting to hear it. I admire how George dressed. For a guy that was kind of heavy-set, he could put his books together. So it drew me to him. This is a guy that every time I come to Jamaica, first thing I'm coming to George is meeting me at the airport. And we would head to Vanderbilt, and we were just hanging out until I go back to the States. Now, I met most of his close family, and I know stories of the nephews and him hanging out with them, driving to, while they're on work, going to St. Elizabeth and all that. He would tell me all this stuff. We would talk about basketball. Washington, Steph Curry was his team. He said, "No, you're from Chicago. Why you don't get on the Bulls?" But George was just a lover of the Warriors. This is a crazy story, but when I came here the last time, 4 of us went to El Shaw just to go sit and have a meal. A childhood friend that I grew up with, another friend that was I met him in Mandeville, met him in Chicago, and then he lived in Mandeville close to my parents. So we got real close. And George, all four of us went to Hillshire. And I did not, this is in January, I did not know that out of the four of us, two of us are gone already. And two of the people, I did not, I know everybody has, a little underlying issues as far as high blood pressure or something, but I didn't expect that both my friends would be gone. The two main guys I hang out with when I come to Chicago, to Jamaica. George was at mom's sister's funeral. George has always been there for me. He's always been supportive. He's always given me, I've never seen him mad. He always had a sense of encouragement. Anytime somebody did him wrong, he says, don't worry, Ashley, just pray on him. He was a strong guy. And he will be truly missed. I still can't believe in the space of 4 months, I lost 2 friends, the 2 main friends that I hang out with when I come to Jamaica. My condolences to his family, his entire family. George loved his music. He had hidden talents. The first time he got up in the pub and started singing, I said, George, you can sing? He says, actually, I was in a band. I played for everybody in Jamaica except for Bob Marley. He would tell me stories. I said, you sure, George? Next thing you know, George sent me a video. He'd playing drums in his house. I said, but George, you're not playing anything. He says, no, I can play. But a good guy. A lot of friends that I'm here with right now, it was because of George. He introduced me to them. And we're all good friends now. We will be true leaders. And my condolences again to the entire family. The ones I've never met, but if you tell me who you are, I can tell you something about you that George told me. I guarantee it. If you live in New York, if you work for a company in Jamaica, your bag got stolen, I know who you are. I will talk to George every single day. And, George used to just love his basketball. He would be talking to me and he says, Ashley, the Warriors won tonight. I said, no, George, they didn't. Ashley, I just watched on TV. I said, no, George. Couldn't be. George was watching YouTube and watching the old games. So, he would just make a joke of it and would just laugh and move on. But truly a good guy. I used to call him Georgie Boy. Good. I called him Ron Isaac because he dressed, he's like, he reminded me of Ron Isaac. He dressed and always was carrying himself real put together, real great. I won't take up any more time. I could go on and on. But thank you. I'm very glad that I could make this particular funeral because my friend Robert, when he passed, I had hip replacement, so I couldn't sit for long, so I couldn't make it. And even though this is a sad occasion, I'm glad I'm moving to this one. Good to see you guys. Thank you.
Musical from Dublin. Enjoy Jeff L. Brooks. Thank you so much. And the reflection from Mr. Ashley. I want you to show love everywhere you go because you don't want to wait and then you say, oh my God, and I'm so sorry. If you know of someone that you need to visit, you need to do so before it is too late. You know, I was planning to visit, but I'm so sorry, but if the Lord laid someone on your heart, so please, no man is an island, no man stands alone. We're all our brothers and sisters keeper, right, Evangelist? So true. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we will be doing the offertory hymn, The Lord's My Shepherd, Happy Wanderer style. And then Evangelist will be helping to collect the offering. Alright? Please give generously. The Lord's my shepherd, I not want. He makes me down to lie. In pastures green, He leadeth me. The quiet waters hide. He lives, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives. He lives within my heart. Yea, though I walk in desert field, yet will I fear no evil. For Thou art with me, and Thy rod and staff will comfort. Everybody, He lives, He lives, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives, He lives, He lives. My soul will restore again, and lead to walk of faith. And in the path of righteousness, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives, He lives, my teeth will bow as burning shell in presence of my Lord. My hand on with all I want, and my heart knows. Everybody, He lives, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives, He lives, He lives. He said, everyone, He said, goodness and mercy, all my life shall surely follow me. And in God's forevermore. Musical from Dublin. Enjoy Jeff L. Brooks. Thank you so much. And the reflection from Mr. Ashley. I want you to show love everywhere you go, because you don't want to wait and then you say, oh my God, and I'm so sorry. If you know of someone that you need to visit, you need to do so before it is too late. You know, I was planning to visit, but I'm so sorry, but if the Lord please, no man is an island, no man stands alone. We're all our brothers and sisters keeper, right, Evangelist? So true. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we will be doing the offertory hymn, The Lord's My Shepherd, Happy Wanderer style. And then Evangelist will be helping to collect the offering. Alright? Please give generously. The Lord's my shepherd, I not want. He makes me down to lie. In pastures green, He leadeth the quiet waters high. He lives, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives. He lives, He lives within my heart. Yea, though I walk in desert vale, yet will I fear no evil. For Thou art with me, and Thy rod and staff will comfort. Everybody, He lives, He lives, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives, He lives, He lives, my soul will restore again, and me to walk free. And in the paths of righteousness, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives, He lives, He lives within. Mighty God has burning shed in presence of my Lord. My hand on God with all I know, and my heart knows. Everybody, He lives, He lives, He lives, He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives, He lives, He lives, He said, everyone, He said, goodness and mercy, all my life shall surely follow me. And it does forevermore. Amen. We are going to